guess what finally arrived today? Okay, come on, you clicked on the video, you saw the thumbnail or the title, you already knew. Anyways, yes, I got 2 of the Simplified Chinese Pokemon Horizons Gem Packs. This is my first time ever doing a Simplified Chinese product. I have looked into them in the past, but I finally got lured in and decided I want to check these things out. I know almost nothing about the, exclusive cards. I know that that's a thing, and, what... Are there promos in this box? I literally have no idea. I will say that I do Japanese and English Pokemon cards, but I actually organize them together. They're just kind of you go through my binders, you're going to see some Japanese, you're going to see some English. I don't think I'm going to do that with the Chinese cards, primarily because I'm stupid. I'm really bad at looking at a language and telling you what language it is. And I feel like I would get them mixed up and not be able to tell you what language a card was. So, my Simplified Chinese cards, if I decide to go with more in the future, which from what I've seen on them, they have my interest, and I probably will. Wow, I cannot get my finger underneath that. They will be kept as a separate part. Okay, I peeled it from the wrong side, I'm stupid. They will be kept as a separate part of my, my collection. Anyways, peel that off, and... we have Sprigatto again, and then Sprigatto again, but slightly different, this time not on a pack, and then packs. Wow, they feel weird. Wow, that is a number of packs in here. So no, it does not appear that there's any kind of promo, this is just a booster box. So there are 15 packs inside, so I guess we have a total of 30 to do here today. Maybe I didn't need to buy 2 boxes, but I did. But let's tear the first one open. I didn't really quite tear in the ideal manner, but I got there. Okay, so immediately we have a Captain Pikachu here with the energy reverses. I remember seeing that before. So I wonder what the pack trick is supposed to be. Is that supposed to be at the front? We have another... are they all reverses? Is that how this set works? So we have the Chansey. Okay. Even more wild hollow effect on that Palmont there. Hey, okay. We have the Master Ball Lechonk. So it's 4 cards. I couldn't really tell. Okay, so that's a rare. So that's a rare, and it's a Master Ball being at the end. So it's 2 uncommons, then an uncommon, then a rare. So I guess there isn't a pack trick. It's just straight in order. But I do like that Master Ball design. I would say more than ours. I like the hollow effect on our Pokeball reverses more. I think our hollow effect looks better than they're doing it in China, like the English one. But I think the Master Ball itself stands out a lot more, and I am a big fan. I'm also a big fan that I have a new stamped card to add to the collection. But let's keep going. I don't know if that Pikachu is supposed to be a rare one. I'm going to just mark as a common, so I'm guessing no. It's probably a very easy card to pull. But starting off again, so yeah, we do just have common at the front. Then second common. Then, oh, okay, I accidentally skipped ahead. My bad. Wow, that hollow effect is terrible. That is the same crap you see on fake cards all the time. Does it look okay? Sure, but oh my god, that screams fake card. And the hard ends to them, it's interesting, right? But does it really add to the card like I would like a hollow to do? Not really. Interesting. Is that what our other one looked like? Did I just not notice? Did I just not move it around enough? Because no, that one's a star pattern like we have on our EXs. Interesting. But at the end, yes, there was a shiny Crocalor, so we actually got 2 Crocalors here. Okay, I'll happily get the shiny boy. I didn't know there were shinies in the set, to be fair. So, happy about that. Interesting there's no Pokeball or anything on this one. It seems like every card that you can pull just has some weird thing going on. But I guess that one has shiny, so it has its own weird thing. I don't even think to look at the backs of the cards. I mean, it's just like the English backs. They didn't do anything unique for the Chinese cards, it seems. I do wonder why they went with the English backs. Is there a reason that they would go with that and not the Japanese backs? Is there really that big of a difference? Alright, I'm breaking out the scissors. I've had people that's oh no man, you can still do Japanese packs really fast without scissors, you just gotta tear it. And I'm yeah, okay, yeah, that kinda works. These aren't Japanese, but the same long stem. But nope, scissors are still just easier for me. We got the Paldean Wooper. Okay, second one of our stamped Pikachu there. Okay, another star pattern on our Fuecoco, and okay, we have a shiny Sprigatto. Getting 2 shinies, one being a middle stage starter, one being a first stage starter. Well, not stage 1, a baby stage? Whatever you want to call it. I think first stage still applies, right? Because it's not a stage 1, it's a first stage. I think that term still makes sense. At least in my dumb little brain. Go boot. And, okay, I started to do a pack trick. There isn't one. We have the Quaxley Palmot. Okay, same weird reverse effect on the Fuecoco, and we have the Yo-Yo Cat with the Master Ball. Yeah, I don't know how the value really works for the Chinese cards. These aren't, like, that expensive to get your hands on. Maybe the price has gone up by the time this video goes out. Maybe it's gone up by the time of recording as well, when I bought these and then stopped paying attention to the market. But they really aren't that expensive. I wonder if the value has gone up at all. But honestly, I'd be happy if it didn't. Like, just keep them cheap, so, like, you know, for people who can't get their hands on product right now, like, you know, the Chinese cards are probably just going to be a good option. Don't get me wrong, I'm also struggling. I don't have any, like, big connections, right? Like, normally whenever I would make a statement like that, I would tell you to, like, that was loud. My Discord went off and it was, like, crazy loud. Normally I'd be like, oh, look at my sub count. Like, obviously I don't have, like, connections or whatever. No, my channel's starting to grow now. I can't really make that kind of statement anymore. But I don't. Oh, okay, we finally get an illustration rare here. I am trying to figure out, I just kind of noticed the, like, number down here. 0608/8. 0704/9. 0202/8. Okay, so I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. But I have this one, I think, in English and possibly even in Japanese as well. So I might just have this in every one, like, at least in 3 languages. Like, yeah, obviously I'm also, you know, on the struggle bus with trying to, like, get product. Like, it's not easy. But, you know, because I'm running this channel, I have more of a, oh, you have, like, a rarity thing here. I have, oh, it actually gives you, like, the odds. Okay. That's what they should be doing in every region, in my opinion. But anyways, I obviously, you know, this is like this being like my secondary job effectively. Like, keeping my ear to the floor is, you know, I have a bit more motivation to be doing that. Anyways, another shiny, this one being the shiny Pikachu. One of the most letdowns of any shiny, but there it is. I'm not usually a big fan of whenever the Pokemon Company / Game Freak makes a change to an existing shiny. Like, they change the shiny color. You can do it for Pikachu. I won't be upset. I don't think most people would be upset. You can change Pikachu shiny. You went way too safe by just making it a slightly more orange color. Like, it's still yellow, but it's a bit more orange than before, kind of, sort of. In some of the games, it's really hard to make out the difference at all. They definitely seem to exaggerate it a bit more on that card. But it's just kind of lame. Like, they played it super safe. Oh! Okay, we have a different variant here. So it's like the same card, but with an additional stamp. This one actually being the set symbol, if you look right there. So okay, there's another stamped version. So it's a double stamp. I mean, the first stamp is just on every one of the Captain Pikachu cards, so it's not like it's like it's gonna add any value. There doesn't appear to be a Captain Pikachu card without that stamp. But, you know, there's a double stamped one, so now I can be doubly excited about that card. Cool. Now, the Master Ball thing is, like, hilarious. Like, I've still only gotten a single Master Ball from Prismatic Evolutions. Like, well, Evolution... Is it Evolutions or Evolution? I don't remember. All I know is that everyone calls it by the wrong one, but now my brain isn't working. I've only gotten a single Pokeball, Master Ball, and there's another. But doing, like, these Chinese cards, it's just like, 15 packs, we're gonna give you 12 Master Ball cards. So, like, their rarity for the Master Balls is, far more common than we have in English. I don't know how it is in Japan. I assume it's similar. And, okay, one of my favorite full art trainers. I was super excited when I pulled this one in English. We have the Full Art Nemona. I hope I said that name right. I always say trainers' names wrong. I always say Pokemon names wrong, too. But, okay. Super excited to pull this one. Especially with her little Palmot there in the background. But to pull, like, one of my favorite, like, full art trainers in a different language, it's just exciting. Like, literally, the Chinese cards, like, all that really matters to me is that they are official. Like, I don't care about the resale value. Every card I'm pulling could be like under $1. That Nimona could be like a 2-cent card. And like, I don't care. I'm happy to have it. Like, would I prefer to have it in English or Japanese? Yes, luckily I do have that one in English. Because like, this is a new thing to me. I don't know if I'm going to continue with collecting Chinese or not. It definitely has, you know, I'm keeping an eye out on it more. But I'm less invested in it, right? I have less of a reason to get as excited about pulling a rare card in Chinese as opposed to in English, because English makes up the bulk of my collection, whereas Chinese is just something I'm trying out for the first time. And we have another stamped card with the set on it, the Pseudo Wudo. If this is like English, we'll probably have 4 of them. But as our last pack from that first box, maybe doing 2 in one video is a bit much. Maybe if I do, these again, I should actually look into seeing how many packs are in there. But, I mean, people do love when I do long videos, so this one won't be like crazy long or anything, but it'll be a bit longer than I had originally expected it to be. And we have the Fido. I will note now, I don't know what print company they're using. I'm assuming that they're being produced in China, right? Just like how the English cards are produced here in the US by Millennium Print Group. Well, people always say that Millennium's doing it. To my knowledge, and I could be completely wrong, I'm not like super crazy at looking this info up. To my knowledge, Millennium is just like the primary one now, but they use more than Millennium here in the US. Again, I could be wrong. But they print, US cards in the US, Japanese cards in Japan, so it makes sense that these are being made in China. The feel of the cards and like the way that they slide together, I would say is very similar to the Japanese. I wouldn't say it's identical, but very similar. At the same time, I think the hollow effects don't feel as good, and like the high gloss that you see on especially some cards is just like a bit much. Like it feels like, fake on certain cards. Like I don't care for the high gloss. Like the actual print on some of the Chinese cards feels more cheap than on the English or Japanese counterparts. I won't even say all of them, I'll just say some. I will say like this Nimona card here, it's almost like adding the texture to this card damaged it in the process. I'm not sure if you could tell, but the card is warped. Like, pack fresh, the card is warped. Now, it's not like that doesn't happen in other sets, but my first full art being like that is, it doesn't bode well for other full arts in the Chinese set. Again, it's not like a super strong warp, but there is a warping to it. Again, it's an easy thing to fix. Like, you just like, sandwich it and you make it flat again. But the hand feel, I still feel like they got, like, great. It still feels better than English cards. Like, the way that Japanese cards just, like, are so smooth to slide around, like, when they're not in sleeves, right? When you're just talking, like, raw card. Like, the Japanese cards are, like, by far the best when it comes, like, the hand feel, being able to, go through them without them, like, oh, I accidentally had 2 cards, like, stacked together and I missed one while, like, going through these cards, like, I'm trying to organize or whatever. Like, I feel like I don't ever have that issue, like, ever, with the Japanese cards, whereas I do frequently with the English. But these Chinese ones, I would say, are, like, a weird mix of the two when it comes to the hand feel. I'll say that they feel closer to the Japanese cards than they do the English, but they still have some of that Englishness to them. Anyways, we have more packs. I didn't set up my green screen good this time. I'm having to, like, crouch down. When I stand, I go out of frame. But anyways, it's ad time. This video is sponsored by you guys. If you want to become a channel member, it is only $3 a month. I post, at least I try to post, a weekly exclusive video just for community members. You also get a fancy color in the Discord, as well as exclusive community posts on the YouTube tab, so you can look at a couple memes throughout the day. So if you want to become a YouTube member for probably the cheapest that you'll find on YouTube at $3 a month, click the join button down below. Remember, always think of your own financials first before trying to support content creators. Anyways, let's go to box number 2 of the Gem Pack. You could have mixed up the pack arts a bit, yeah? Alright, I am going to go through and do some pre-cuts. So we're going to pick one pack out right here. We're going to save you until the end. I'm going to pre-cut the bottoms of all of these just to save some time. So, like, I'm literally just going to, like, cut, lay down, grab the next one. It just, having to, like, go back and forth, grab the scissors, set them down, pull the cards out of the pack, grab the scissors, like, it, after going through the cards, like, nah, this will just save me some time. And it, you know, hopefully fill in a little, you know, take out some of the potential dead space in this video when I run out of things to talk about. Or maybe I can just, like, rant while I open these. You guys just want to see me rant while I open these? Let's leave a timestamp. Future editor me, leave a timestamp for whenever I'm done. All right, now only the cool kids are still here. I actually, like, have had a comment once or twice. Though I've had a handful of times, but I had one more recently. And I remember I posted it in the Discord, and I'm like, man, someone was saying, like, man, you talk too much. Like, I was trying to sleep. Like, no joke, they were complaining that they were trying to, like, use my video to go to sleep too. And, saying that, like, I talk too much and that I just need to, like, open the damn packs. And it's like, man, like, I also use YouTubers that go to sleep. I'm not offended if anybody here does that, like, literally at all. If anything, I take it as a compliment. Because some of my favorite YouTubers I use to go to sleep. I also, like, sleep like a rock, so loud noises won't wake me up after I've already fallen asleep. But, like, man, there is a solution out there, right? Like, you don't like the style of content, that's cool. Like, you do you, man. If you're trying to find quiet, peaceful pack openings to watch to sleep to, there are ASMR channels. Those exist. I'm not, you know, I don't do ASMR. Like, not only do I not make it, but I don't watch it either. I don't understand the whole jive with that. But I don't, this is not an ASMR channel, so, like, find one that is, or find, like, a silent YouTuber that's just opening packs. Like, I'm sorry you clicked on one that, you know, is actually trying to be somewhat personal and entertaining. Anyways, rain is over, so hello people who clicked on the timestamp. Sorry that you missed out on a very cool and interesting conversation about how I won the lottery and then punched a dog. We have the Palmont. See, now somebody went back. They were like, hold on, he did what? And they went back to go rewatch. And we have a shiny Quaxwell. I kind of went a bit fast there, wasn't I? Shiny Quaxwell, happy about that, even if it's not even close to being one of my favorites of the starters. Like, my god, I do not care for him. But, you know, shiny starter, I will take him. We have the Stamp Pikachu again, and another, see, I talk bad about him, and now they're just throwing in my face. Palmont, and the, god, why is your name, I like, my brain's saying the boss stiff, but that's not your name. That's what you turn into. You know what? I'm gonna let somebody say it in the comment section. Someone's going to. Like, if I don't get it off, Mastiff. There it is. I was gonna say, like, if I don't say it, somebody in the comment section is gonna do it. No, it's Mastiff. I remembered. It just took me a minute. Fuecoco, Mastiff again. See, every time I, like, talk crap about something, it just pulls up. Okay, and two Weed Cats back to back with two different holo effects. One being the one that I don't care much for, and one being a Master Ball. Next, pre-cut pack. Yeah, I figured I'd leave one sealed so we can, like, do one, like, final proper opening at the end. We have the Vulpix, and okay, we have my boy with the stamp. I mean, if I was going to get any of them, I'm happy that Fuecoco has that gym pack set stamp there. And honestly, anything with my boy just makes me excited. We have the Weed Cat, we have Chansey, the Yo-Yo Cat again, and okay, stamped Weed Cat. Cool. Did we already get the duck? Did we get the duck with the stamp? I don't remember. Now I feel like I have to do it if I don't already have it. Like, now I need to pull the duck. We have the Pseudo-Wudo, Fuecoco, Yo-Yo. God, this is a small set, isn't it? But, okay. We have the duck, the Quaxley, with a thing happening in the background. I still haven't watched Horizons. I should probably mention that. This set is, like, themed around Horizons. I haven't watched it. Working my way through I wanted to go through and watch all of the Pokemon movies in order first, and then I'm gonna watch Horizons. So what that thing in the back is supposed to be, couldn't tell you. Don't know if he has a little buddy. Don't know if that's a disguise that he wears. I'm guessing that's what it is. Cool, very nice looking card. I always did like Quaxley. Like, he was like he was a starter that I wanted to go with. But then I saw his evolved forms and noped out of that immediately. But Fuecoco has kind of taken my place pretty heavily. Quaxwell, and okay, we have Paldean Wooper with the stamp. We're getting a lot more of that stamp, at least it seems like it, in the second booster box as opposed to the first. Also, we pulled an illustration rare in the first, and now we pulled one in this. I wonder if it's like one, if it's seeded. Like, you get one illustration rare per box. I hope that's not the case. Wow, okay. I was wondering about energies. I guess, you know, they threw reverse energies in here. Like, they don't do, like, an energy per pack, so they kind of have to do something. We have the Chansey, the Crocalore, Fuecoco, and okay, come on, we get my shiny boy. The shiny that I accidentally got 2 of. I was doing a Masuda method trying to get him. I went insanely over odds. I don't remember what it was. It was way over odds trying to Masuda method this boy. And I finally got him. And then in the same batch of eggs, a second one hatched. I think it was literally like shiny, not shiny, shiny. Like just straight, just pretty close to back to back. Like I spent so long trying to get him and accidentally ended up with 2. So 1 I evolved all the way up to Skeledirge. 1 I left as a Fuecoco. If one day I ever get back to shiny hunting and I get a 3rd, well, I can complete the line. And Paldean Wooper with a Master Ball. On to, what do we have? 3 of these pre-cuts left, and then our final randomly picked last pack. Mastiff and our stamped Captain Pikachu. Next, we have, okay, now it's on the front of the pack this time. Wait, hold on. What's the difference here? Okay, that's the Master Ball. Okay. I was gonna say, why was he a rare, but that one's a common? Yeah, the Master Ball holo. So Captain Pikachu, again, the Quaxwell. Okay, here we have the uncommon version. And Fuecoco Master Ball. God, it's like there's like 3 to 4 to 5 variants of every card that you can pull in this set. Like, kind of wild. Like, it's too many. There is such a thing as too many variants. And we have another shiny Pikachu. But we are on to our last pack. Yeah, pre-cutting does definitely seem to cut down on rambling time on this video. So, splice that open, and let's see what our final pack has for us. So we have the Duck, we have the Sudowoodo with a Pokeball, we have Crocalore with that weird holo, and finally, Master Ball Sudowoodo. I won't lie, 4 cards per pack feels weird. But I've seen that China did some weird things with their number of cards per pack. Like, I saw, like, they had one with, like, 25 cards in a pack. It was, like, a mega pack or whatever. But, I mean, we got a large stack of shiny cardboard, because, like, nothing in here isn't shiny. Interesting choice, that. I gotta say, that's one thing I don't care for. I don't know if all of the Chinese cards are like that, but if so, that sucks. Like, make those reverses and holos, you know, an actual thing that you have to pull. I guess that's where the variants come in, right? Anyways, it is now time for the bonus card of the day. Explanation is right down there in that corner. So, pulling from the back. Oh, I saw the card. I'm gonna blur it for you guys, but I'm going to have to now take that card and randomly reinsert it in here. It'll end up getting shuffled a handful of times before that card ever gets pulled again. But randomly pulling from the back, playing Guess the Year. No price tag or anything on this card, so let's slide it out, and yep, plain sleeve. This is screaming... Wow, my voice kind of cracked there. This is screaming modern to me already. I'm not seeing really any whitening. And this wasn't like a double-sleeved card, it was in like a regular sleeve. So, it's screaming modern, it might not be. Let's go... You know, let's go 2025. Let's go... I try not to buy like super modern cards, but I'm gonna go 2025. And, okay, we have a 2020. We have a full art hop. I mean, yeah, it's just another full art trainer. Like, my brain is still stuck on, I see a full art trainer that I don't have, I buy it. Even though, like, the trainers are not the exciting thing about Pokemon to me. It's just that, for a while, I, like, seem to never pull them. Now I pull them pretty frequently, but I still buy them whenever I see them, because my brain still tells me that's something that I have to do. So, we go full art hop. To be honest, not the worst full art card, you know, full art trainer to be trying to pull. You know, getting a rival is always nice. Oh wow, he didn't even like transition to this or anything. It's just kind of a hard stop. Anyways, massive thanks to the YouTube members. Hoarder J, Obsidian, Candace Reynolds, Sis Crazy Card Collector, that's always a mouthful, Mr. Nintendo, Smokey of the Sun, and Jordan Daniels. Thank you so much for supporting my terrible content. Speaking of terrible content, on this side of the screen, I'm going to have a link to my improving cards video from Prismatic Evolutions. It's a fun watch. On this side, I'm going to have a link to all of my Pokemon videos if you feel like binging. And right here above my head is going to be the link to my community Discord if you feel like joining. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.